can't believe he forgot to cook the turkey.
Thank you for coming over today. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. I'm really glad that I was able to help.
I don't even know what's going on with her. I'm her brother, and they won't even tell me what's happening with my own sister.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. They will discover that Veronica is not off her rocker, and they'll let her go in time.
I hope I got the temperature right, because Hunter was always the one to make the Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, sweetie. Don't do that to yourself today. Today's the day for being grateful for what you do have.
What's that?
Well, you've got me. And you also have that boy in the other room. He's so cute. You know, the one on the couch. He's so snuggly and everything. What's his name?
Anglicus.
Anglicus, yes. Well, I'll just stick with Snuggles.
He is really great. I mean, he's the one that really helps me get through this.
Yeah, and there's also that other guy, that whore something.
Horatio.
Horatio. Lord, what is it with you, surrounding yourself with people with all these weird names?
I don't know, Madame Beverly.
And that's not even the weirdest thing about me.
I suppose it's not.
So yes, Horatio. Well, we're all together. We're all here for you.
I don't really know about Horatio. I mean, I don't even know what we are.
Well, rebounds can be very hard, but I'm sure that he has feelings for you, or he wouldn't even be here.
He locked my penis in a chastity device.
What? Oh, please. I have to see that.
No.
Yes! There is no debate about this. Drop your pants. Lord, that's something. Whew. I mean, wow, you can't even, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so, I mean, he gets jealous, which is so sweet. It really is. It is. But then he goes out on dates with other men every night of the week.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on your penis. So, when was the last time you...
When was the fundraiser?
So how long is this going to take? I'm meeting Gerard later tonight, and I'd like to digest first.
It's going to take a few hours at least. I mean, I just put the turkey in the oven.
Look, I know you live in your head and all, but the rest of us don't. And some of us don't have so much in reserve they can afford to miss a meal here and there.
Come on, sweetie, let's go back into the other room. I do have a present for Anthony, and it'll help us kill the time while the bird is baking.
A book.
Yes, a book. When I was your age, television was called books.
I'm a philosophy major.
Well, you would be if you were still in school.
And this is a very special book. It's going to be filled with stories of fencing and fighting and torture and revenge and love and miracles.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I'll try and stay awake.
Ugh, thanks. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
The pages are all blank.
That's correct, because you're going to fill in my life story.
You must have a fascinating story to tell, Mr. Glenn.
I do, yes. But I wager that we'll have to change the names to protect the innocent.
You mean to protect you from all the lawsuits?
Ugh. Now, I thought it would be a lovely idea to just give you a sample of my story, you know, while we're waiting for dinner to come out. So, I'm going to start at Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Buttercup. I'm going to call myself Buttercup. Buttercup was born in the country and lived on a farm.
Sure is an amazing day today.
Every day's an amazing day since I met you, Carrie.
I feel the same way, Buttercup.
Oh, Carrie. Do you really have to go back to the big city so soon?
I do.
But you look so amazing as a farmhand. Oh, it looks real good on you. Oh, Carrie, I don't want you to go.
I know, baby. I know.
Oh! I am sorry, you two. I figured you'd have her on some haystack with her legs over your shoulders, Carrie.
Mama, don't be so mean. Carrie's not like that.
And why in tarnation not? You're only young once.
She's right. We should make the best out of the time we have together.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice.
That's right, my boy. Plow that fresh grass.
You can't tell me you ever want that to end, Mr. Carrie Wesley. What? What is it?
I got some really strong feelings for you, Buttercup. It's not fair to you.
No, what's not fair to me is you denying how you feel. And what's not fair to me is you denying me a part of yourself that I really, really, really enjoy. I mean, your heart. I mean, that part is really nice too, and it makes me feel so good, Mr. Man.
I can't do this to you anymore.
Lord God, Carrie, what has got your titties all twisted?
I've been lying to you, Buttercup. I've been lying to you about being a wealthy real estate tycoon from the big city.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from the big city.
But you just said...
I said I was lying to you about being a wealthy real estate tycoon from the big city.
Exactly, so then where are you from?
I wasn't lying to you about being from the big city.
Oh.
I was lying to you about being a wealthy real estate tycoon.
Oh. Well, I don't care if you're rich or if you're poor. Doesn't change how I feel about you, Carrie.
Oh, I'm rich. Very rich.
You just said that.
I said I was lying to you about being a real estate tycoon.
Oh my God, Carrie, you're taking the long way around to make this point, aren't you?
Seems so.
So wait, so if you're not a real estate tycoon, then what are you?
I'm an assassin for the mob. I kill people for money.
Oh,
And I'm really, really good at it.
no.
But it doesn't change the way I feel about you, Buttercup.
I can handle what you do, Carrie, but I don't know if I can handle breaking a promise to Mama.
What are you talking about?
I was the principal assassin for the Vizzini family. My weapon of choice was a sword. A bit old-fashioned, certainly, but it definitely allowed me to make my mark.
Lots of marks, actually. You see, Mama was famous for the intricate cuts she would leave on her victims.
But one day, I couldn't bring myself to do as my Don said. I couldn't kill.
Who was it? Who broke you?
Oh, this sweet bear of a man. Andre was his name. I used my feminine wiles to worm my way into his bed. But then when I found out how gentle and adorable this man was, I realized he wasn't deserving of the death sentence that my Donna gave him. So I refused.
Mama was so brave.
Oh, Don Vizzini was furious. But Andre and I ran off together to hide, and then I had the sweetest baby a mama could ask for.
Of course, Mama didn't know how sick Daddy was, or that he'd die so soon after I was born in some sort of cruel operatic twist.
But I never regretted my decision, because Andre made me happy in a way that I never had before. So, Carrie, as much as I think you're a swell sort of fella, I'm going to ask you to leave this place and never look back.
Mama!
I'm sorry, Buttercup, but this is the way it has to be. I do not want you to have the life that I left.
Mama, I'm sorry, but no, you know that I love you, but you don't get to have a say in this. Sure, Carrie, he may not be the most handsome man in the world, and he may not be the brightest man in the world, but he touched me, Mama. He touched me deeply. He made me feel love the way an adult should, not the way a child does. And I'm sorry, Mama, but If you send him away, then you're sending me away too.
Buttercup!
I'm sorry, Mama, but no! This is the man of my dreams, and I will not let him go.
You mean that?
Sure, if you'll have me.
This cannot happen. I will not allow it.
It can. Because I'll give up my job. I'll give up my path. Just ask me.
Oh, Carrie. Oh, will you give up this path of murder and bloodletting and prove your love to me?
As you wish.
I hope you mean this, Carrie. Because I haven't killed anybody in 18 some odd years. And if I do decide to do it again, it's going to take a very, very long time and hurt very, very much.
So, boss, I'm sorry. I just can't do this anymore. I'm going to leave that whole world behind. And you. I just can't do it anymore.
Well, so be it. You'll be missed, Carrie. I wish you the best of luck.
What a shame, Mr. Wesley. You had such potential.
Inconceivable.
Hunter?
This is supposed to be the story of your life, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, no offense or anything, but there's no way they had cell phones back then.
Oh, pish posh. I'm taking liberty with the details. But the heart remains true.
What are you doing here?
Potato masher. Polly doesn't have one.
Well, sit down. We have plenty more story to tell.
I should get going.
No. Stay for the story.
Of course.
Well now, where was I? Buttercup and Carrie spent the next few days in a blind bliss.
Oh, yes. Yes.
They spread their joy everywhere, and Mama had to clean up after them. Mama found herself torn between her joy of seeing her child happy and her disgust at cleaning up the sweat and other love fluids that happiness left behind. And then came the happiest day of Buttercup's life.
Do you trust me?
With my mama's laugh.
Good.
What's that for?
You'll see.
Ugh. Ugh. Huh? Huh?
Buttercup, you've made me happier than any man could be. You've fulfilled every female sexual fantasy I've ever had. Now, will you do me the pleasure and marry me?
Oh, Carrie. Thought you'd never ask.
So is that a yes?
I mean, I don't really have that many options living on a secluded farm like this. So of course it's a yes. Carrie? And I never really stopped to ask, what brought you to this secluded farm in the first place?
Well, I heard that there was a place with the most beautiful creatures that could not be tamed. And I figured I'd give it a shot at it.
Come on, be serious.
Doesn't matter.
Well, you've made quite the home for yourself here.
You don't have to do this.
Oh, please. Don't try and lead me down that path. You know the destination will never be reached. And I'd hope you'd have more respect for me than to try. You know, this would have gone so much more smoothly if Carrie had done as instructed. But like you, he let his heart get in the way. Now, what do you say we take that organ out of the equation?
Please, Buttercup, just listen to me.
Listen to what? You told me that the whole reason that you came here was so that you could murder my mama.
I gave up my mission for you. I gave it all up for you. I love you.
I have to think.
But that's just...
Please! Just let me be.
Well, it's good to see your senses haven't been completely dulled, my boy.
What are you doing here?
You know. You don't need me to tell you.
Just walk away. This can end better.
You hopeless romantics. Let a few chemicals in the brain cloud your reality.
No!
Don't be so squeamish. You've caused way worse horrors than this. And you will again.
Mama? Look, we need to talk.
Ah, the lovely Buttercup. I'm Mr. Digits. So, you're the one that tempted my best man to leave my fold.
What have you done?
Use your eyes, child. I shouldn't have to spell it out for you.
Why?
Grown-up reasons for children playing in adulthood, I suppose. But they are my reasons. And I will not be questioned.
And now you'll do this to me too?
Well, what do you think?
I think you're forgetting one thing, Mr. Digits.
Oh? And what's that?
I am my mother's child. I don't see what you need me for. I mean, you can obviously tell a story fine yourself.
Bull. That's complete bull. I don't believe any of that.
You really don't have any manners, do you?
Oh, it's quite all right, Hunter. Just leave him alone. It's fine.
Anthony, go check on the turkey. I'm starving. And his story did nothing to change that.
Horatio, remember Timothy chapter 6, verse 8? But if we have food and clothing, then we shall be content. So be patient and grateful.
Do you see any food, Anglicus?
I will go and take a look.
You're cooking?
I guess, I mean, somebody has to, right? I suppose.
I suppose.
Do you want to stay?
No. No, I just came for my masher, remember?
How are you doing? How are things?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Great.
Great. Well, I should get going.
How's the bar?
It's great.
Great.
I mean, the money Aaron left me really helped, but it's not enough.
It's not?
But don't worry about it. I mean, I've got a bunch of ideas up here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Have you been eating?
When I remember, yeah.
You look like you lost weight.
Maybe. A bit.
You need to take care of yourself, Anthony.
There's not much reason to these days.
Well, good night then.
Hunter? You forgot your masher.
Yeah. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving, Anthony.
Good night.
Good night.
Happy Thanksgiving, Hunter. I think it shrank.
That was some dinner. Thank you, Anthony.
Yes, it was delightful.
This is a chicken. It was really dry.
I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever done this.
It's fine. I'll get it right the next time. So, what's for dessert? That's okay. I'll get some with Gerard later tonight. Don't wait up for me. Later!
Now, Anthony, I know you're your own man, but I really don't think...
You know, I agree, Anglicus. This meal was not as good as it could have been, but I think with more practice, I could really do a better bird. I do.
Anthony, I'm not talking about...
Basting. Basting is where it's at. Can I get anyone anything?
Dignity. It's just so painful watching your friends make decisions that you know they shouldn't make.
I spent too long seeing my parishioners do just that, Mr. Reed. I don't want to see my friends end up doing the same.
Well, I guess we have to be thankful that we're there for them even when they don't know that they need us.
Hey. If I didn't say it earlier, thank you for dinner.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really appreciate everything that you do for me.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Catch you later, big guy.
Snuggles has fallen asleep. Lord, can that man snore?
Tell me about it. I mean, the nights he keeps me up.
Well, I'd wager that'd be fun too.
Not that way.
Huh. And why not?
I'm finding that part of myself locked away these days.
Pity.
Can I get you anything? More wine?
Oh, Anthony, darling, if I had some more wine, I would never be able to make it home.
Then, I'll drink alone.
I would like to talk about some business at some point.
I'm telling you again, after that story you just told, you don't need me.
Silly man! That was horse twaddle. As rude as Horatio can be, he was right about something. And that is that I don't need any help in spinning a tall yarn like that.
Okay.
The truth of who I am and where I come from. That's both so much more ordinary and so much more painful. And in you, I see someone that understands that. The lives we all live, they aren't worth living sometimes. Because the pain we cause those in them, the love we feel for those we hurt, that never goes away. And no matter what we do, we can't make it up to them. We tell stories about ourselves. We change who we are because sometimes we just can't accept the truth. And that's the worst part. Because when you start to lie to yourself, you forget who you are until you aren't you anymore. And then you're gone for good. Lost in a web of lies. And sometimes you just want it to end.
I'm glad it's not over yet.
Me too, my boy. Me too. The truth can make the world dull and numb. So, when you feel something, Anthony, even if it is painful, it's better than being numb. But the truth cannot be denied forever. See you tomorrow?
Anthony?
Just don't say anything, okay? Let's just relax.
But you don't know how to relax.
I can pretend. I do with everything else.
Is that what you want? It's nice seeing Hunter today.
I suppose.
It'd be nicer if he stayed.
Yeah, well, he's not coming back.
You don't need to tell me that.
I'm not.
That's it. Alright, you know what? I can't stand you moping around like some sad clown.
Dost thou know the difference between a bitter fool and a sweet fool, Anglicus?
No, I'm serious. You can't go on this way. You're stagnating.
Yeah, well, I am literally in a cage down here, so I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. What are you doing?
Cutting your bonds. Now drop your drawers.
That's okay.
No, I'm serious.
So am I. I know you carved the bird at dinner, but this is not a turkey between my thighs.
Look, I know I'm in no position professionally to give you any advice, but as your friend, as somebody who cares about you, I don't like what you're letting happen to yourself.
Yeah, well, Hunter made his choice and so did I.
And you choose Horatio?
Yeah, that one, that just sort of happened.
Well, make a choice. Don't just let things happen, or you're going to go through the rest of your life numb.
Just don't slip, all right? I'm already circumcised.